Hi, welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, we will be talking about the integration on hyperbolic functions and the integration of the inverse hyperbolic functions. Okay, so these are the formulas for the integration of hyperbolic functions. Number one, the integral Gauss x dx, or the integral of the hyperbolic cosine of x dx. So this is actually the sinh x plus c, or the hyperbolic sine of x plus c. Bakit? Kasi back in our differential calculus, ang derivative ng hyperbolic sine is the hyperbolic cosine. So antiderivative lang naman to na process ang ginagawa natin. Number two, yung sa sinh x naman, dx, of course, this is this one. Number three, the integral of sinh x squared dx. This is the tang x plus c. Number four, the integral of the hyperbolic cosecant squared of x dx is the negative of hyperbolic cotangent x plus c. Number five, the integral of sich x tang x dx is equal to negative sich x plus c. Number six, the integral of cosecant hyperbolic cosecant x hyperbolic cotangent x dx is negative cosecant x plus c. Number seven, the hyperbolic tangent of x dx is the ln of hyperbolic cosecant x plus c. Number eight, the integral of the hyperbolic cotangent x dx is equal to the ln of sinh x plus c. Number nine, the integral of sich x dx is equal to 2 tangent inverse of e to the x plus c, or you also have the tangent inverse of sinh x plus c. And number 10, the integral of the hyperbolic cosecant x dx is the ln of cosecant hyperbolic cosecant x minus hyperbolic cotangent x plus c. Now, I think there's no need for me to prove it because as you can see back in on your differential calculus, these guys here, if you take the derivative of this right side, you get the left side. Ito yung like, example, this one, you get this. This one, you get this. And so on. So what's the best thing here is that I will give you a series of examples for these formulas. Let's have example one. We want to get the integral of 2 to the x cos 2 to the x dx. So how do we solve on that? Now, problem is, as you can see, back to the formula, x lang siya, hindi 2x. So there's a 2 to the x rather. So hindi siya pwede. So what we're gonna do is, we have to replace as much as possible by a single variable. So to do that, we let u, so that ang mangyayari, isang variable na lang ang ipapalit natin. Pero we have to make sure kasi kung titingnan natin, dito tayo sa cosh, kung titingnan natin kasi isang variable ang x, so dapat isang variable lang din doon. Pero dapat magkapareha kung ano ang subject of integration. So kung papalitan mo to ng u, di ba kasi 2 to the x to eh. So kung papalitan mo yan ng u, which is a single variable para mag-satisfy, dapat papalitan mo to ng u. Kasi dapat pareho. Okay. So that is our goal here. So in this case, we let our u 2 to the x. Okay. Now, in this case, kailangan nating magka-produce ng du. Now, how to produce on that? Using this one here, kukuha tayo ng du. So, we will have to get the derivative of this. Then, what's the derivative of your u, which is the du? So, ano mangyayari sa 2 to the x? Di ba derivative natin nito is back in your differential calculus, that's 2 to the x ln of 2 dx. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin dito, kailangan makikita na natin to dyan sa problem na ito. Well, we don't have a problem anymore because we have this. The only missing is the ln of 2. But ln of 2 is constant, so pwede tayong malabas to. So in this case, you can have du over ln of 2 equals to the x dx. This is possible because we know for a fact that ln of 2 is not 0. So therefore, this guy here is defined. Okay. Thus, okay. So ang mangyayari natin dito, remember this is the given 2 to the x gosh of 2 to the x dx. So dahil pinalitan natin yan, nagiging ano na to, um, gosh of u du over ln of 2. Kasi ito yung 2x dx. Ito yun siya. Yan. So ito yung pumalit. And because again, ln of 2 is constant, I can extract that. So that is 1 over ln of 2 integral of gosh of u du. Pwede siya kasi di ba meron tayo sa previous video, previous discussion natin that whenever you have a function, let's say may constant a f of x dx ka, madali lang kasi yung constant na yan pwedeng lumabas sa integral. Okay, so yun ang ginawa natin. Pinalabas natin si ln of 2 or 1 over ln of 2 rather. So in this case, magagamit na natin yung formula kanina. So therefore, this is equal to 1 over ln of 2. Ano nga yung formula? Dapat magiging sinh na to. So this is sinh of u plus c. But originally, that is not supposedly u. So we will have to replace back by the original value of u. So that's 1 over 2. I'm sorry, ln of 2. Sinh of what our u originally is 2 to the x plus c. So therefore, this is now the answer. Okay, let's have another example. The integral of sich of ln of x tanh ln of x all over dx dx. Anong problem natin dito? Now, as you can see, hindi ka basta-basta makakagamit ng mga sich at tanh because, again, isang variable dapat i-ln of x2. And also, dapat kung ano yung subject. Although, i-consider mo, ln of x is one considered variable, one entity lang siya. Oo, pero wala tayong dlnx. Ang meron natin dx, so dapat pareho. So, ang gagawin natin, we have to replace that as well. Okay. So, we replace by one variable. So, let u be equal to ln of x. Then, we'll get the du kasi u na yung gagamitin natin. Dapat du na yung dito na side. So, what is our du? Anong derivative ng ln of x? Di ba sa differential calculus natin, that's 1 over x dx? Tama? Then, the integral, ano yung given natin? That's sich of ln of x tanh ln x over x dx. This is now the integral of, dahil pinalitan na, so this is now sich u tanh u du. Wala nang x sa baba kasi ito na yun eh, ang du eh. So pinalitan ito ng du. Yan. Now, let's go back to the formula. Meron tayong ganyang itsura eh. Diba? Ito yun. Okay? So therefore, this is just equal to the negative sich of u plus c. And again, ibabalik natin yung original. So that's negative sich of ln of x plus c. So therefore, this is now your final answer. Let's have another example. So the integral of hyperbolic cosecant x minus hyperbolic cotangent cube x over hyperbolic tangent x dx. Ano kayang problem natin dito? Okay, so let's do that. Kopyahin ko lang ulit ha. Ang mangyayari, di ba, pwede ko itong isulat in this way. The integral of this one over this minus this. Yan. Tama? Di ba sa rule of algebra na dahil monomial lang naman ang baba, kasi monomial, one term lang siya eh. So, pwede siyang paghiwalayin yung fraction basta nadidistribute yung baba. Actually, you can do that kahit hindi monomial. Basta uulitin mo lang yung baba. Kasi divisor siya in every term of the numerator. So, ibig sabihin, divisor siya sa bawat isa nito. So, hiniwalay ko na lang. And if I'm gonna simplify this, yan, this is, yan. Di ba ang reciprocal ng tangent hyperbolic tangent x is cotangent hyperbolic cotangent x. So ibig sabihin magiging ganito. Okay? And sa kabila naman maka-cancel lang to. So 2 ang maiiwan dyan. So you have this. Now, if you simplify it further, this becomes yan. 'Di ba sa trigonometry natin, 'di ba, this is pwede ko siyang palitan like that as minus 1. Tama ba? 'Di ba recall in our trigonometry that the this one plus 1, this is the same as this. This 1 pala. So therefore, if you do the integration of this, alam na, 'di ba? This one here, shortcut ko ha, kayo na bahala. This is negative hyperbolic cosecant x plus this one naman, this is hyperbolic tangent x minus x for this one plus c. So therefore, this is now your final answer. Okay, so we have the final set of formula for the inverse hyperbolic functions, provided that your a here as a constant is greater than 0. So first formula is the integral of 1 over the square root of u squared plus a squared du. This is just the sinh inverse of u over a plus c. And that's the same as the ln of u plus the square root of u squared plus a squared plus c. Number 2 formula, that is the integral of 1 over u squared minus a squared. So, tingnan mo ang pinagkaiba. Ito plus, dito minus. This, that is du. That's Gauss inverse of u over a plus c. But that's just equivalent to ln of u plus the square root of u squared minus a squared plus c. In this case, we have to make sure that your u is greater than e. Otherwise, pag greater than si a kay u, negative to, ma-undefined tong denominator na to eh. Hindi din pwedeng maging equal kasi maging 0 yan. So we have to make sure that u is greater than e. Number 3, the integral of 1 over a squared minus u squared du. That's dalawang case yan. So that's 1 over a tangent inverse tan hyperbolic tangent inverse of u over a plus c. Yung isa naman is 1 over a. This is the hyperbolic inverse. We can actually say that hyperbolic cotangent or cotangent hyperbolic inverse of u over a plus c. Yung dalawang case na to, this will happen whenever your absolute value of u is less than a, and this guy happens if the absolute value of u is greater than a. So, ang pinagkaiba lang dito is we have to make sure ni-restrict natin dyan kasi bawal magni-negative sa loob ng square root sign eh. Hindi din pwedeng mag-equal kasi magiging zero yan, edi ang denominator zero which is undefined. So, dito din sa case, bawal din mag-equal. Otherwise, magiging zero yan. So, the only cases we have to consider is mas malaki si A kasi okay lang naman or okay lang mas maliit si A kasi negative okay lang naman negative sa ilalim. Ang hindi lang okay kanina kasi nasa loob siya ng square root sign. But take note that these two piecewise equivalence is actually just the same as 1 over 2A ln of the absolute value of A plus U over A minus U plus C. So regardless of equality. So ito yung mga important formula nito when we are actually solving integration yielding to inverse hyperbolic functions. So let's have, for example, the integral of 2t to the 4 plus 3t squared plus 4 all over t squared minus 1 dt. Yan. So, anong problema nito? Now, kopyahin ko lang muna to. This is, pwede ko siyang ma-separate, no? I will leave this to you as exercise using partial fraction decomposition. I want you to review that on your calculus 1 na using partial fraction decomposition, nahahati siya into 2t squared plus 5 plus 9 over t squared minus 1 dt. Tingnan mo kung i-simplify mo yan, ito yung lalabas pa rin. Okay. Now, by that, pwede ko siyang mapaghiwalay. I have integral of 2t squared dt plus integral of 5 dt. And the last one is the integral of 9 over t squared minus 1 dt. Okay. Now, as you can see, alam na natin to sa previous video, di ba? Simple lang yan eh. Basic na lang yan. Mag-a-add ka lang ng exponent. 1 sa exponent. So therefore, this is, the first one is 2t cubed. Nagpa-plus ka ng 1, di ba? Over 3 plus c1. Kasi that's the first integration. So nagpo-produce siya ng constant. Ang second naman, yung 5t mo kasi, di ba that's t to the 0. So pagpa-plus ka ng 1, so may t to the 1 na or t. So that's 5t over 1. So it's still 5t. Plus, ito yung problema. Dito na papasok ang formula na inintroduce natin. So, as you can see, sulat ko lang siya in a simpler way muna ha para makita. The integral of 9 over t squared minus 1 is just 1 squared din. Okay? dt. So, may plus c2 pala tayo dyan, no? Okay. What are we gonna do? So, this is, kasi di ba dapat ang itsura niya nasa number 3, no? Tama? Tama. Ito yung itsura niya. So, we let our A, okay. Before yan, para mas malinaw, sulat ko muna, 2t cubed minus 3 plus 5t plus, dito ko isusulat ang C1 plus C2. Pwede kong i-minus to, minus the integral of 9. Dahil minus yan, magiging positive to. So that's 1 squared minus t squared dt. Para magmumukha siyang ganito. Yan. So this time, I'm gonna let my u be equal to e. And so du is dt. Tama? So in this case, balik ko ulit yung original na problem. That's the integral of 2t to the 4 plus 3t squared plus 4 over t squared minus 1 dt. Di ba yung last expression sa right side is 2t cubed over 3 plus 5t minus the integral of 9 over 1 squared minus t squared dt plus c3. In this case, I let C3 be equal to C1 plus C2. It doesn't matter kasi constant naman siya, di ba? It belongs on the same classes of constants. So, para mas malinaw, isusulat ko in that way. Dito ilalabas ko yung 9, I have 1. Para mas nakukuha niya talaga yung itsura ng formula number 3. Okay. So, ano yung sinabi ng formula number 3? Dahil nakuha na niya yung itsura, pwede ko tong gamitin. Yan. So in this case, I have 2t cubed over 3 plus 5t minus, ayan, i-braces ko ha para walang istorbo. That is 9 times, ano nga yung integral niya? 1 over 2a, so 1 over 2, but my e is 1. Tama? ln of a plus u. So that's 1 plus t over 1 minus t. Kasi a minus u ang denominator plus c4 plus c3. Chat. Tama ba? So, paparenthesis din yan. Okay. So that means I have 2t cubed over 3 plus 5t minus, distribute ko na sila. So I have 9 over 2 ln of this minus 9c4 plus c3. So therefore, I'm gonna remove this because it's still the same c lang naman, so plus c. Where your c here is negative 9c4 plus c3. So therefore, this is now your final answer. So that's it. Okay, let's have example number 2. The integral of 1 over the square root of 9x squared plus 1 dx. How do we solve that? So as you can see, kamukha niya yung formula number 1, which is the integral of 1 over u squared plus a squared dx. O du rather. Okay? And pwede tayong gumamit ng ln na lang. Hindi tayo gagamit ng hyperbolic sign. So this is ln of u plus the square root of u squared plus a squared plus c. So yan ang gagamitin natin. But, paano natin gagamitin yung pagiging u at pagiging a? So, let u be equal to, tama ba, 3x? And so, my u squared is 9x squared. So, ito siya. Thus, my du is 3dx. Okay. So, dahil nakuha na natin yung itsura niya, then, we can actually write this as du over 3 equals dx. So that this 1 over the square root of 9x squared plus 1 dx, we can write this as 1/3 the integral kasi du. So du over 3, yan yung dx na pinalit natin. That's 1 over the square root of u squared plus 1. So that's a squared yan, di ba? And so this is the equal to 1/3. Ano nga yung formula natin na gagamitin? ln ang gamit natin. So that's ln of, what is your u again? 3x plus the square root of u squared plus a squared. So that is equal to 9x squared plus 1. Or if you'd like, pwede nating ibalik sa, sorry, gawin mo muna nating u pa pala to. Pero ba't may dx? That is u. This is u squared plus 1. Yan. Pero okay na yan, that's plus c. Or if you'd like, pwede kang magsulat ng hyperbolic sign kung gusto mo talaga yon. So that is tan inverse of u, which is 3x plus c. So either this or this. So if you have any questions or clarification, please let me know. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or clarification, please let me know so that we can discuss on that. And for those who are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you'll be updated on a lot of videos that I'll be uploading soon. Thank you and have a great day.